If you've been following the videos here, you know that I went ahead and picked up this old 365 aka rust bucket here. I've been working on it and slowly working the bugs out of it. A few little issues, but well, so far not horrible. I've been able to, seems to be turning into a pretty reliable saw. A few little things that I've, like I say, worked my way through, but now it's been working pretty good. But well, those are great saws for. I like them for the timber we got here for dropping wood, but my chain is a little bit, I'm down to the nubs there, and we're getting warm, sunny days here, and the poplar is starting to soften up. The frost is coming out of it. Any of you that's cut poplar, you know what I'm talking about. It makes like a fuzzy, your kerf when you're cutting has a tendency to close up, so you have to have a pretty new chain to cut spring or summer poplar, or if you get a warm spell in the winter, like I say, when the sun comes out and starts to thaw it out, your chain will, well, it gets bound up. It doesn't clear the kerf as well when it gets wore down, so you got to have a new chain to clear the kerf, because poplar has a tendency to kind of fuzz up in the kerf, and it drags on your bar, makes it hard cutting. So I'm starting to fight with it. In dead or dry wood here for cutting dead pine or something works great, but in green poplar here I'm starting to fight it, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and swap that chain out. But anyways, the other saw we're going to be running here is for topping these poplars here is one that I haven't showed on the channel before, is a little MS261C still here. It's of course this is an M-tronic saw. This saw I picked up from a neighbor of mine. He bought it and he didn't like it. He bought a couple of MS362s. I don't know. Anyways, he said he only used it maybe 5 or 6 tanks of gas. The saw is essentially brand new. It was barely broken in when I got it, and I haven't run it until now. The other day here I started cutting with it here, and I could actually tell it, you could feel it started to perk up or open up like it's breaking in. This saw is, well, like I say, it was barely run, so this is an excellent job for it here to trim some knots and knobs and top off these trees here at the, so anyways, we're going to get on with it. Dropping timber, getting some ugly old white poplar down on the ground here. So a bunch down here, and I got a bunch down over there where around the corner here where the skidder is there. I got a whole bunch laid out there in the bush there off the trail. This stuff I'm dropping across the trail because I'm just going to grab it with the skidder here right away, and I'm going to pull it out back and forth and break a bunch of the limbs and tops off it, and then I just have to trim a few knobs and away I go. So anyways, these trees are all sprung in different directions. It's hard to get well, I got to push lots of them. I got to cut them, notch them up only so far, and then shove them over with the skidder to get them in the direction of the lay that I want for skidding. But these here are all, like I say, I'm just going to grab them and go that away with them with the skidder, so not a big deal. I'll cut a couple other small green poplars there out of the way so I can get in, and away we go. This big ugly one here, this one here, I'm going to have to notch it and throw it down over there that way with the machine here once I get these cleaned up out of the way here. You can only throw so much down, then you got to start pulling wood, because if you don't, you're going to end up with everything all tangled up. But anyways, I'll continue on here, and I'll bring you folks back here, get to pulling some trees here.